Hi, my name is Jordan and I'm an Australian artist who has moved to Glasgow for a 6-month placement for my PhD. In this video, we're going to go over everything that I brought to Glasgow for this 6 months, and for context, I've arrived in the dead of winter and I'm going to be here all the way until summer, so I've prepared for that. I hope you enjoy. Clothes, cosmetics and stuff, technology, accessories. I made this. I'm a bit of a yellow girl and I love it. I love this. I love this. I thought I would do an everything that I brought with me to Scotland for 6 months little video. So I thought I would start with all the things that I made. But first, some water. Actually, let's start with this. This is the Owala free sip and I got it for Christmas. It was on my wish list and I love it. It's amazing. You can little sip from this little hole, like a straw, and then big sip, big gulp from the hole. I've been drinking so much water since I got this. Okay, so things I made. Start with my pride and joy, my backpack. I made this. I sewed it. I patchworked this little front bit. This is a little mushroom that Chloe, my best friend, made for me. Keeps my lip balm in there. Okay, so it's got straps at the back and a little secret pocket that sits against your back so you can put something valuable in there. I love the yellow zip. So cute. And then the straps are adjustable and also transformable. So I've got these little hooks on the side as well. So you can unhook them and then make it into like a crossbody bag as well, which very handy, very versatile. I love making things when you can make them versatile. Second thing, I made a beautiful pencil case for my Prismacolors because they're very delicate inside, so you want to keep them protected. So first of all, it's got a zip on the back, which I think is very well done, if I do say so myself. So I've got things in there like a little ruler and a sharpener and an eraser, and then it magnet closes here. Then here are all of my pencils. What was that just dropped out? Oh, that must be my like smart tag that Simon hid in there. And this is elastic that I've sewn little channels in. It took a lot of maths to figure out exactly how to get it all in there nicely, but it's perfect. Clip. With the same, like the scraps of that project, I made just this little padded paintbrush case, which has this bit is sewn down like this so that it never squashes the little tips of them. I crocheted this for my crochet things. Got a little button, opens up. I like these roll things, so then it's got all my crochet hooks and then some safety pins, some needles. And I really like this gingham style. I think I'll be doing more gingham style things. I'm imagining like a gingham style vest. Very cute. Then the last thing is I actually made this tote bag when I was 11. It's the first thing I ever really sewed, but the handles were always too short, so it would like sit right up under your armpit. So with, again, the scraps from these other projects, I made some new straps. They're padded, very cute. And then just, you know, because I can, to be versatile, if you pull these straps down, then the whole thing can be a backpack. I also added a zip in there just for safety reasons if I'm going to put my laptop in there and then carry it on my back. And that's kind of all of the like little things that I made specifically for this trip, but as we go along there'll be a lot more things that I've made over time. So let's get into it. Alright, now we've got more arts and crafts things. My favourite little basket. This is probably the most like indulgent object that I brought because it takes up a little bit more space and it's a little bit heavy, but it's filled with all of my acrylic gouache. Beautiful colours. I also brought this wee little crystal pot which fits in there nicely for water mixing, obviously some tape for taping off things, and I always have like little clips in here as well. And then I brought my little palette as well to go with that. I brought one crochet project, which was this, which I did on the plane. It's just a little checkered. I'm going to make it into a pencil case because the pencil case that I have is a little bit too small for all of the things that I want in it. I brought my favourite sharpener, the little chicken. I designed these little cases, and there's another one that's got my jewellery in it, and I put a bunch of stuff in there. So this one's got all my sewing stuff in there, like needles, and then this one's filled with embroidery threads. It took me a while to decide which colours I was going to use. I brought like a beautiful Indigenous designed journal. It's a lined journal for journaling my thoughts and feelings. And then this was a really cool present from my auntie. It said like watercolor postcards on it, and I thought that it was watercolor designs on postcards until I opened it a few days after Christmas and realized there's actually beautiful blank postcards using watercolor paper, so you can make your own postcards and send them. Very excited. This sketchbook, which has some stuff already in it, it's a little bit big for my little tiny backpack, so I need to get myself a smaller sketchbook for Scotland. My Kindle, which is in here, which is this beautiful case from the Quirky Cup Collective that I got for Christmas. I also got it's not a Kindle, it's a Kobo. I also got the Kobo for Christmas, which is in there, but I also keep this beautiful little battery pack in there. I think we'll move on to technology next because Kobo makes sense. Good segue. Oh, before we do that, I'll show you my pencil case that I made for this. It's just like a little bit too small, so things often slip out the side, but it's like a little love note. Very cute. It's got all my Tombos and my lousy ink pens in there, and I also brought a watercolor set which I've had for yonks, and a little travel brush which you put the water in this side and then squeeze it out. It's very good for on the go. Cold. Okay, technology. Here's something that I thought was really smart. I brought with me a little Australian power board with some USB holders. So I just need to have one like UK adapter, and then I've got the power board. I brought my headphones, very squishy. I actually replaced the squishies just before I left, which was really good because they were falling apart. They're actually so many years old. They're the Boost ones. I brought my keyboard. Matching with that, I brought my neck light for crocheting in the dark. It was really good on the plane. Simon replaced the little globes in there with warm globes before I left, which is so good because I hated the really cold globes that were in there. Brought my laptop and I brought my iPad Pro, which is the big one. And for Christmas, I got this new case, which is a moffed case. So my case before was kind of falling apart and it was really heavy. And the other thing was that it didn't fold out well for like drawing on. And so I had a separate drawing board, but that was really heavy. So now it is all in one, like I can draw on it. I love this. Great Christmas present from Simon. Beautiful brown colour. And then the saddest thing, I brought my favourite mouse with me, which I've had for years. It's this tiny one and I have quite like long fingers but a really small hand. So this is the perfect size for me. But I forgot the little dongle that attaches the Bluetooth for it, so I can't use it. Ah! So annoying. Okay, what's next? Maybe clothes? Okay, I'll put you here. So obviously this jumper, which is really good. This is from, was it from Gorman or Obus? Gorman. So this is from Gorman. Merino, very soft, very nice. These pants, which, let's have a look down. They're like really wide-legged, beautiful pants. They're from Elk. They're quite thin, but I wear thermals underneath them. Okay, there's this cardigan, which I got from an op shop in Australia. It's wool and oh god, it's beautiful. My favourite dress from Obus. Oh, or is this my favourite dress from Obus? This is like a lot thinner, so that's not a this time of year, but I'm going to be here for 6 months, so I needed 2 options. These pants that I got from Japan a few years ago, they're very warm, but they're not quite full length, so again, you have to wear thermals. I brought 2 things from Lucy and Yak. So the black corduroy overalls and the vagina overalls, vulva overalls. This skirt, which I got from an op shop a couple months before I left, and I've been wearing it all the time. I just love the patterns on it. And it's full length, so really easy to wear thermals under. This little vest that I made, this is like an old upholstery fabric that I found years ago and always wanted to do something with, but there wasn't a lot of it, so I just made the front of the vest with it. Oh, aren't they so cute? They're like little mushroom people with these giant hats. This is from Boody. I got this just before I left. Just a little white tee. I actually did a huge Boody order just before I left, so that all of my underwear are from Boody because I love them. And I bought the period panties and the little shorties and a new bra. This is from Sportscraft, but actually it's an op shop find. Love it. It's actually really thick. Love this like vintage. It's got like little gathered sleeves, so it like puffs out. I call it the pirate shirt. Another op shop find. Very like thick, nice cotton. Here's another op shop find. Very silky. Oh, this is like the softest material. Very pretty for layering under things. Another op shop find. This pure silk, mustard coloured, this big collar, and then it's got this beautiful neck tie. So if you button it up all the way, you can tie this big bow at the front. So nice. I saw this at Dangerfield like the week before I left and I had to get it with these little cats. Oh, And the collar like underneath a jumper, and then you've got this big collar underneath. Very cute. Op shop, just like cozy. I've had this, it's from Obus. I've had it for years and years and years. It's got a couple holes in it, which I started to mend before I left. I'm not finished yet. Here we go. Here's a mended spot. 2 Princess Highway jumpers. This is a cardi, and this is a jumper. This one's like a little bit holier, so maybe for the springtime. Same with this one. I've had this one, I don't know, 7 years, maybe 3 years. Love them. I actually stopped wearing this one for ages, and then my style really came back to this like cottagecore aesthetic. This, which I made from, I had this Gorman jumper that my mum gave me, and it was down to like my knees, and it was all the wrong like shape, and I hated it, honestly. I was never going to wear it, so I cut the top into like a cropped jumper, which I didn't bring with me, and then the bit that was below that I turned into this little vest, and I crocheted these little collar bits, you can see, onto it. I love this. This, which was my first really big crochet project. It's perfect. I'll put the name of the place on the screen. I can't remember what it's called. It was like a little bit too short, so I added an extra ribbing down the bottom, which makes it the perfect length for me. Love the colour. I'm a bit of a yellow girl. This, which I'm so proud of. I made this out of a picnic blanket. I got these beautiful buttons, and it's elastic. It has pockets, and then I brought my my Shrek pajamas. Just so funny. My mum got them for me. It's got Shrek and Donkey. It kind of looks like camo. These jeans, just super cute. Really wide-legged, high-waisted, and then they've got it's like magpie and possum on them. Very Aussie. This jumper, which I borrowed from my really good friend Ren before I left, and it had to come with me to Scotland. She has lived in Scotland for a while, and she really wanted this to come with me, and it's so cozy, and it smells like her as well. She always smells so good. And then I have like 3 pairs of thermals. All of my thermals are from Uniqlo, and I've got 1 pair that's the like ultra thick with the fluffy inside, and then the rest of them are just the extra thick accessories. This scarf, this beanie, and these fingerless gloves my mother-in-law made for me before I left. These were a Christmas present, and they're so cute. They all go together. Cute little fingerless gloves. Little tuft. She also made me this beanie, which is possibly my favorite thing. It's got such beautiful braided, that's not what it's called, but the knitting's amazing. And then because I really am a yellow girl, I've got this scarf, which I got in Japan quite a few years ago. It's like so cozy, so big. It's basically a blanket, which is really good because if I'm feeling like, you know, I need a blankie, I can just wrap it around myself. 2 tote bags. One with a design that I did, and one from 𝓟𝓪𝓽𝓽𝓮. She also did a few of my tattoos. I love the little fat fairy. Tote bags, always useful. I brought a bunch of socks. I don't think you're that interested in them. These are also fingerless gloves, which Morgan gave to me after she dressed up as me. So they've got this little mitten part that goes over, but then my thumb's always free for texting. I brought just practical disability things, a knee brace and a ankle brace, and I wear them just about every single day. Alright, now we're on to like cosmetics and stuff. So I brought 2 of these really cute little checkered toiletry bags. They're just from Kmart. So first of all, I brought with me the 𝓟𝓪𝓽𝓮𝓼 like ultra moisture ones. Very good. I've been loving it. My hair's been feeling super soft even in the dry cold. This is filled with my favourite body wash, which is not very eco-friendly or good to the animals, but it's the palm olive honey milk body wash, and I have very sensitive skin, and this is the only thing that consistently works for me. And I do so many eco-friendly things that I'm like, okay, I can be not itchy for my whole life and sacrifice is one thing. So then I also brought a couple little hair rollers. There's like 3 different ones in each one. Velcro, they're really good. I just put them in after I shower and let my fringe dry naturally. It's just like a variety of makeup. I've got like a Bare Minerals face, Mecca contour thing, Mecca lip, like gloss. I love this one. I haven't unpacked this yet. I've been here for like 2 weeks and haven't even looked at my makeup stash, so this is really good motivation for me to do that. The Better Than Sex mascara. That's the best mascara ever. I really like the Stiller. They're like lip stains. Another Bare Minerals beautiful brown lipstick. I've had this forever, but I do love it. It's like a ColourPop, like a lip chalk type thing. Stiller blush cream, Mecca highlighter cream. I like creams. My face is very like middle, not dry, not oily, maybe like on the drier side. So that kind of thing works really well for me. I've got this white NYX eyeliner, which I love putting like little white hearts on my cheek. The Stiller eyeliner. And I'll use the cream for my eyes as well. So I didn't bring like a eyeshadow palette with me. I'll say this is my other little case that I designed. You can buy them on Open Hands. And this one has all my jewellery in it. So just a few extra little bits and bobs. And I've got my necklace. My mum got me a new charm for it just before I left for protection, which is really, really sweet. It's this little hand here. Favourite earrings from LIlli Press. I wear these all the time. Just like a bunch of these tiny ones for my braids. Some cute little clips, and I painted them. Makeup brushes, more clips and bobby pins and stuff. And this, Morgan got me this like as a Christmas present for 2023, which was great because I'd just run out of my previous perfume. It smells so good. What's in it? Rose, geranium, jasmine, frankincense, patchouli. Yeah, and it's got rosebuds in it. So pretty. Morgan also got all the Open Hands girls a wild deodorant, and I got an extra refill for it, and she got, I don't think it's here, it's probably in my backpack, but it's like a little, it's like a size of a lip gloss, but it's a deodorant, which is great because, you know, sometimes you're a little bit sweaty while you're out. Oh, last thing, technology, they're not really technology because they're just mechanical, but these are my little loops. I've got the pink ones, and they were so good on the plane. Highly recommend these. They're just so good if you get overwhelmed by sounds. Last thing, which is just this gigantic bag of medication. So I had to get 6 months of medication for my heart, my anxiety, depression, and my allergies before I left. So that was expensive, but it wasn't that expensive, but that's what I've got. I also brought, keep cup. I agonized over which keep cup to bring, but this one's great. Little green one, fits in my backpack and everything really nicely. And then I brought the water bottle, and then I also brought a mini water bottle, but I left that at my Uncle Albert's the other day. So I think that's about it. Shoes, I just brought a pair of cons, my black blundies, a pair of like nice nude sandals, and my fluffy, like very warm hiking boots. So yeah, I think that's it. Okay, well, that turned into a very long video. Thanks for watching if you're still here. Bless you. But next week or next fortnight, I'm thinking fortnightly uploads, we're going to do a thrift haul. I've already got the stuff and I've been wearing it for like a week, but yeah, that'll be a fun little video to look forward to. So like and subscribe if you want to see. Okay, goodbye, bye bye. It's a few days later and it's been snowing, and I just realized I can't believe I forgot to show you the extra thing that I made for this trip. It's the cutest balaclava ever. Okay. Aren't the colors so good? And then it's got 2 drawstrings, one to tighten the neck. And then this one tightens the face. You know, for when it's really cold. Also, you're getting a little sneak peek of something that I got from the thrift store.